This is how you're going to answer question 3 in the new Ucas personal statement. If you haven't already, be sure to check my playlist for advice on how to answer questions 1 and 2. Question 3 is, what else have you done to prepare to study this subject outside of education, and why are these experiences useful? Now, do not get it twisted. This section is not all about extracurriculars. You can still include things like summer schools, like virtual university taster sessions in question 3. This is not all about just work experience. They just want to know what you have done outside of formal education. Again, if you've done a summer school, if you're doing a summer school or you're doing taster sessions, include that here. And this will build really nicely on from question 2. And this will build on very nicely from question 2, which is about the skill set that you have developed through your educational experiences that will allow you to study this subject. You can talk about your work experience here, but if you are applying to a highly academically rigorous course, which a lot of the time the admissions tutors will say, we don't care about extracurriculars, you do not need to put these in. If you don't want to talk about sports or extracurriculars or your work experience, then talk about the things that you've done outside of school. Talk about the things that you did outside of formal education. So I will give you some examples. I did in fact do work experience with my local chambers of commerce, which is basically like an economic consultancy locally. I did a summer school with the University of Cambridge, and then after I'd learned these things in my summer school, I went and entered this economics competition. Can you see how that would be in question 3, not question 2? Because the things in question 3 led to it. But if I would have said, okay, so I was fascinated by fiscal policy in A-level economics, as a result of this, I decided to enter the FCDO Next Generation competition. That will come in section 2. One thing about this new personal statement format is that the lines are pretty blurred. But just remember, for this personal statement, you need to write at least 350 characters for each question. This is not a lot. So in theory, you could write 350 characters for question 1, 350 characters for question 3, and 3,300 characters for question 2. Do I recommend you do that? Not necessarily, but the point still stands, it can be done. If you found this video helpful, be sure to check parts 1 and 2 and follow for more daily personal statement tips.